everyone's doing well. We're going to get some messages for the collective and find out what we're needing to know. I told you guys that I will be on around 10, and I'm very happy that I was able to keep my word. So we're going to get some messages and find out what the Most High God wants us to know, the energy around us, and just seeing what we need to do around this situation that we're in. So I'm going to turn the music down so no one will be complaining. All right. Most High God, Mother and Father, I'm asking that the right people come through and that you assist me with gaining clarity, messages for the collective that are going to be helpful to us, oh God, guiding us with messages that are going to assist us in everything that we do, oh God. I'm asking that every negative energy that is being sent to the collective be removed, cleared from our energy, oh God. Anyone who's trying to come for the collective, I'm asking that it backfires and that anyone who's sending out negativity goes through what they want the collective and myself to go through. I'm asking that all negative and wicked agendas be canceled towards the collective and myself, oh God, clearing our path and making sure that we are in the right path, oh God, in the right lane, oh God, protecting us from all wicked agendas, all wicked systems, oh God, allowing us to be our divine, beautiful selves, to continue on our path of being this righteous being, oh God, elevating the collective to be in a more positive light, and also assisting us into becoming more, walking in our north node, oh God, healing those to break generational cycles so that they can be elevated and also in their north node. I'm asking that we all be inspired to be uplifted and be removed from the south node energy into the north node energy so that we could become more abundant spiritually and level up our ancestors, level up our spiritual team so that we can become even better in life, oh God, for the next lifetime. We won't be stagnant in this negative energy, oh God, allowing us to rub off on other people to be able to rise up and to do better in their life, oh God, allowing us to be examples for children, for other parents, for mothers, families, and other wicked systems that need to break certain religious routines that they do, letting them realize what patterns they are in, and letting them know that they need to rise up and elevate as well. We want to break every toxic, wicked system that is not wanting to rise up and become their best selves, oh God. I'm asking that these false systems break down so that they have no choice but to heal. And each and every person who is involved in these wicked systems, who are money hungry and only about money, oh God, I'm asking that they be just broken down, that they be stripped so that they could start over, rebuild mentally, and so that they can also heal internally and recognize where they're lost at, oh God. I'm asking that these people heal and remove pride and ego from their energy so that they could be able to rise up as well and become whole, oh God. People who are walking with entities, oh God, I'm asking that these entities be broken off of the systems and off of the people, oh God. I'm asking that these wicked entities do not have any type of power, that the power from the entities are broken, oh God, that these entities are not strong enough to deal with the collective, because we are too high for these people to vibrate. I mean, we are too high for these people to reach us, oh God. So I'm asking that the wicked entities that are connected to these societies and to these people, that they be removed, that they have no power, that they lose all of their power, and that the egos be broken off of these systems and these societies, oh God, so that they can be lifted as well and see through what they're going through, oh God. Thank you. All right, Ashe. So I want to look into these deities that are being controlled by these wicked societies. So let's see. Most High, give me a message. Give me a message about this. So we have, what do you need to release? All right. So what do you need to release? And this is perfect for what we're going to be looking into. So this is what these wicked societies need to know. So I don't have the actual book because someone threw away my family member that I don't F with no more. She threw away my tarot cards. So I don't have like that book. But I want to look it up because I know I can find it on ChatGPT. So let's see. This is the Moonology deck. Moonology Oracle cards. We gonna go deep because I need to know what's going on. Moonology cards, okay? So the release. So this is the release card. This is what they're needing to release. So let's look into this and find out what it's about. Definitely dealing with a system. Hopefully I can get it off of here. Let's see. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. It's always a damn hater. You know, I'm so sick of these damn haters, child. Like, move out the way, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Get the hell on with your hating ass. So we got core meanings of release card. It's time to release. It's time to release what no longer serves you. Emotional baggage, stress, fear, or anxiety, old relationships. I'm trying to get what it says in the book. So this is waiting, the waning moon. Definitely a releasing moon. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the heart button. Support the channel. You know, it's 8 of y'all in here. Hit the like button. Don't just come in here getting information and thinking you just gonna just sit here and not interact. Okay? I'm really sick of y'all. Not all of y'all, but some of you guys who be coming in here watching, cock blocking, and being a hater. Like, either support the channel. Hold on. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Okay. So it says, forget it. Never mind. I'm not gonna be able to get it. So we got the release. What do you need to release? So basically, this is talking about things that you need to release. Um, Out of your life. People could be people, but we're speaking on entities when it comes to wicked societies and what is needing to be released. So I want to look into this and see what demon this is. Clarify this demon that needs to be released. Thank you, guys. So we got the cameo demon. Be mindful of arguments and disputes. It can feel good to win, but not at all costs of a relationship. So this is a cameo demon, a cameo demon that someone has. So let's look into it. So it's okay. So this cameo demon is from Ars Gotia historical Gimmery about spirits and ceremonial magic. So this cameo demon is in occult text. Cameo is described as a spirit associated with understanding animals and birds and voices, a knower or a hidden truth of mysteries, sometimes depicted as a bird. Okay, yep. So that's how it looks, if you can see it. But anyway, knower, hidden mysteries. So it is this description comes from old symbolic traditions, not verified reality, but they're often interpreted psychologically as awareness or hidden communication, insight into people's intentions, intuition about what's not being said. So even someone is just working symbolically or spiritually. So let's see. So fear-based thinking, believing others are constantly sending negative energy or attacks. This can increase anxiety and distort judgment. So how the idea of cameo can be used wrongly. So even if someone is just working symbolically or spiritually, things can go in unhealthy directions. So obsession with control or knowing everything, trying to read minds, spy energetically, or control others' thoughts can lead to paranoia, mistrust, and isolation. Justifying harmful behavior, using spirits, demons as reasons to manipulate and intimidate and harm others, blaming actions on spiritual forces instead of taking responsibility. So fear-based thinking. So this demon can cause fear-based thinking, a demon that wants you to be in fear, wants you to think fear. This is what these societies use, or this is what someone's using. So it says believing others are constantly sending negative energy. So this is a person in the Five of Pentacles. So these people who could be connected to this could be using this fear-based thinking, believing others are constantly sending negative energy or attacks. This can increase anxiety. So let's see. So these are people who use, okay, so they use it by They're using spirits to claim to scare and control others, to spread fear so others feel powerless or confused, and use spiritual language to cover manipulation or bullying. So let's look at more, clarify more what this people need to release, and then we'll get into it. So this is Batten. Travel, movement, and transportation are influenced by Batten. The journey will be swift and will also be successful. So let's use this one. Batten. And we're going to put it all together. So they're using demons to like put fear in people, to make them think that there's someone after them, to make you overreact. And the Batman is it's a revealed properties or herb stone. Okay, how the it's used in a wrong way. Even if someone believes in this kind of thing, misuse usually looks like trying to control or influence others, using spiritual work to manipulate someone's thoughts, feelings, or decisions. This crosses into coercion and can backfire emotionally and mentally, obsessing over power or shortcuts. Fear tactics, telling others I'm using something on you to scare them. This is psychological intimidation, not actually control. Escaping responsibility, blaming outcomes on spirits instead of actions, evidence, or behavior, especially dangerous in legal or personal conflicts, mental and emotional strain, constant focus on rituals, enemies, or attacks can increase anxiety. Ah, thank you so much, love. Um, Bathan is not known for controlling minds or making people afraid. If someone is claiming that they are either misinformed or exaggerating or trying to intimidate or manipulate, what actually influences people, your actions and your consistency, proof and documentation, very important. Okay, if they're concerned, okay, look, this one moment. So when folks bring the cameo on the beefing, the story usually goes like this. I know what people are saying. I can read between the lines. Bathe them. I know hidden things about nature, movement, and paths. I can I can find out what you're doing. I can see behind the scenes. I can influence situations quietly, and I know things you don't know. So this is a person that uses, basically they are manipulating things behind the scenes, knowing what you're doing, how you're doing it, manipulating how things are done. As far as like transportation, movement, this is a person that knows where you're going, when you're going. I can influence situations quietly. I know things you don't know. When you strip the spiritual talk away, it usually shows up as people watching, listening, and repeating information, gossip networks, he said, she said, trying to make others feel like they're being watched or figured out, subtle intimidation. I know something about you. The whole vibe is psychological pressure, making someone feel exposed or confused or scared, gaining control by making others think they have hidden power. So this combo isn't really about this isn't, so this is a like a demonology deck, so it's not about demons doing something. It's about people using fear and information and perception to get up the upper hand. So this is someone, so clarify more about this moonology. What's going on here? So this is, we're gonna get into it. Y'all know how things happen. So this is someone who uses money and control because they don't believe in rules. They don't believe in rules. They go against the grain. You know, with the fool in reverse is someone who makes a lot of reckless decisions because they don't care about rules. They don't care about what they do. They're all about being connected to systems where they are financially in control or use money to control certain situations. But deep down, you know, this is a person who's losing it. This is a person who is out of alignment. And Seven of Wands is giving me that this person, they don't really they don't work for nothing. This is a person that don't work for nothing. They don't work for nothing. It's giving me that someone feels they don't have to work for nothing. Okay, I'm also getting that someone who could be feeling overwhelmed by doing this. Pressure, drain. Tell me more. Someone who's unstable emotionally and mentally. And it's because of what they're behind. So, you know, even though someone could know a lot or about your business or what you do collective, it's someone who is going through a lot emotionally and internally. Someone who's feeling pressure, someone who's feeling drained, or like they're losing their voice, because they got everything the easy way. And the easy way meaning like someone didn't really work for nothing. You know, they didn't work for what they have. This is a person who gained it from manipulation and the use of certain tools and connections that they had with certain people. And anyway, give me more information, ancestors. What do I need to know? What does the collective need to know about the energy behind this? Definitely dealing with what this person wanted to use. You know, the Star and the Magician card is someone who's trying to gain control with what they have. Clarify this, ancestors. So someone who snuck and got success throughout the being on the backs of others. Tell me more. Someone who's currently going through huge changes in their life, huge tower moments and disruptions because of conniving behavior that they are stuck in. Someone who's realizing that everything that they did from the past is currently out of alignment, and someone's just not happy. So, you know, this is a person who has to act as if they have it together, but deep down they are you know, someone has to be uncaring. Someone has to act as if they don't care in order to still remain in this type of controlling energy, you know, because everything they did is backfiring. Okay, so this is a person who is having to release, having to let go. Tell me more. Yeah, because this person is going to be having to pay for consequences throughout their action. So with the Five of Wands, with all the chaos that this person has caused, when it came to the collective and myself, I'm just seeing here Five of Wands is a lot of confusion throughout the justice that's going to be happening. Like, this is real justice that's happening, collective, where there are people who are fighting for fairness. And y'all gonna understand what I'm talking about in a minute. It's just kind of all over the place because y'all know how it usually goes. All right, so I'm gonna understand in a minute. Clarify this. Tell me more. So yeah, it's dealing with first off, people who not doing well internally, people who could be sick internally because of what they're connected to. People who are emotionally angry and wanting to be in control or wanting to manipulate and fight for a relationship so they can secure their foundation. These are people who are using certain magic. You know, these are people who are connected to magic, or like using magic, like spirits like the cameo, and they're using control methods behind the scene because clarify this foundation, ancestors, because that's the only way they can hold on to control. You know, this is a person who wants things to go in their way, go their way. And in order for things to go their way, they're having to do horrible things, collective. So the issue is someone who's trying to stay connected to you. This person wants to hold on to you, be connected to you. Someone from the past wants to be connected to you, but they want to do it shiesty because they want to hold on to like financial stability is what I'm seeing here. But let's get more clarity, ancestors. Yeah, so secretly this person could be going through a lot. Hidden anger, hidden pain, and hidden jealousy. Why? What's going on? Because yeah, that's the truth. Clarify more. And because this person is having a lot of delays and setbacks. It was never worth it. Okay, so this person, they're not doing well. With the Ace of Cups is giving me that. So this could be a group of people that are using certain devices and tools, and I can't give you the names of these tools, collective, because I'm not that deep. But what I do know is this is a system that does not they don't they're losing control, right? And it's because they don't have you. You're not connected to these people no more, and you don't go by their rules. You not going by their rules and not conforming to what they want is giving these people issues. It is you getting justice and someone feeling worried because maybe you're someone that's the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see. We got this Emperor here with the Ten of Pentacles. Let me see. Where'd it go? I must have reshuffled. So clarify, why did the Emperor come out with the Ten of Pentacles? Because it's no cooperation, and this is what this person is worried about, your protection. Tell me more. Yeah, definitely your protection, collective. Your protection is very heavy in this spread. And so it's giving me that you're unwilling to collaborate with these people, and it's causing an unsteady type of energy for these people. Where, tell me more about this Emperor with the Ten of Pentacles. Clarify the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles. So here's the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my God, listen, Spirit, listen to this. Look at this. That's the Emperor with the Ten of Pentacles. It just fell out. I cannot make this up. So, ancestors, tell me about this Emperor with the Ten of Pentacles. So this person wants to slowly come towards you, okay? It can't work. This person wants a new offer. They're watching you. But tell me more. The issue is this person is disciplined. They're not righteous, okay? They're not a righteous being, and the thing is, you're doing things on your own. So what's the confusion behind this, ancestors? Is someone who may be selfish. So this is you being selfish, or this could be someone who's gotten clarity that you are. Tell me. someone's like wanting to connect themselves to you, tie themselves to you. So the issue is you not conforming, you not listening, you not being a part of an institution or some sort of connection. It could be a relationship. You remove yourself. You're protected, and there are people who are very arrogant, very cocky. They're mad because they're not able to get what they want. Okay, so when it comes to this specific institution, like you're coming up as someone who's the truth, clarity, very smart, Queen of Swords energy is someone who could feel like unsupported, or you could be coming out, you could be healing from difficult times. So you're not conforming, that's the issue. You're not, tell me more. This is not what you want, okay? So it's a burden to somebody who's trying to manifest. They're trying to get their way, okay? You got clarity of this. It's someone from the past, okay? So baneful magic, things are backfiring. Things are backfiring. So what needs to be released is the way people do things, the way people are acting when it comes to some sort of control or dominance, when it comes to a system and how people are moving. So these are people who make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Support the channel, y'all. So this combination describes someone who holds on to their own healing, truth, and vision while consciously shaping their reality through their words, actions, and mindset, especially in environments where others may try to control, influence, or pressure them to fall in line. It reflects a person who refuses to conform to manipulation, gossip, or fear-based tactics. Oh, oh, collective, that's what we're talking about. Ding. Oh my God, we are on point, collective. This is what it is. So, it reflects a person who refuses to conform to manipulation, gossip, or fear-based tactics, choosing instead to stay aligned with their own sense of peace and direction while still fully aware of how to navigate situations strategically, collective. In relation to others who try to influence or dominate, this energy shows a clear contrast. While those people may try to control perceptions or pressure the star, magician energy operates from inner clarity and self-direction, making it harder to be swayed or boxed in. It ultimately presents someone who doesn't just resist conformity, but actively creates a path that reflects their own truth without reading or needing approval or validation from those trying to shape them. Okay. So with these demons, collective, And we're gonna get into the nitty gritty, okay? But be patient with me because I'm figuring it out. So these demons, their relations isn't really about working as a pair with a specific purpose in traditional text. They come from the same source, the as Goshia, but they're listed as separate spirits with different roles. So people sometimes link them together based on themes. Cameo communication understands voices, hidden meanings, knowledge of nature, movement, hidden properties. So when people combine the ideas, it comes information, understanding, and movement, knowing things, interpreting them, and then acting on that knowledge. And when you strip away the demon language, the connection looks like gathering information, what people say, do, hint at, interpreting it, then using it to move or influence situations. That's something people do naturally, not something unique to this. Other so it's saying that focus on information and perception. So the issue is, collective, these societies, or these people who have been connected to these societies, have been using these types of spirits to control and dominate the collective, which is to instill fear into you. Make sure y'all hit the like button, guys. It's 44 people in here, only 14 likes. Come on now, support the channel. Stop peeping in here. It's a free like button. Like, it won't hurt you, okay? Hit the like button. Anyway, some people are just so selfish. Like, come on now, what are you here for? Just to watch? If you don't hit the like button, it's because you a hater. Get the hell on. Anyway, with that said, so thank you for the like button. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. But some of y'all in here, y'all like mentally ill watching me, and you don't want to hit the like button with your evil ass. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you guys is that you gotta, so it's saying that like these people, they use like scare tactics to try to influence domination on you, to get you to be persuaded or to go and be influenced their way. Someone's needing to release this type of action. Someone's needing to release there's fear-based control because it's not working on you, collective. So this is the stressful part, that someone's possibly been using these fear-based tactics on you for years, and someone's currently stressing because whatever they've been using on you, you're guarded, you're protected, and it's nothing someone can do. So yesterday, it's been like subliminal messages that have been sent. So let's just say someone's driving and they have like, you're reading certain things that could say something like die or this or that. What you want to do, collective, when things are happening like that to you, is use it to transmute the energy. So what you'll say is, you're dying down the flesh, and you are creating in yourself a clean heart and renewing and being renewed with the right spirit. So it's like someone who's trying to put fear in you, but you see truth behind it. You understand the psychological points of what people are trying to do. It's always you overriding the scare tactics that others have, where you're not stuck and not going to walk away from what someone throws at you, collective. Look at it on the deeper level. You're not stuck, okay? You're not mentally stuck. You're not mentally ill, and you're not going to be scared of a fear tactic that is ran by people who may have or know more than you because of what they're attached to, systems that they're attached to. It doesn't give you the opportunity to like be accepted, okay? So what the Page of Pentacles is, someone wanting you to accept it. You're blocking this. What it's giving me is like an offer. Like, will you take this offer to be in fear, to be to not let's see, Yeah, so this is someone who wants to put fear in you, someone from the past. So you're fully aware of what's possibly been happening to you since the past. So it's giving me that you're blocking the past. You're satisfied with blocking the past because you're already aware of it. So with the Hierophant and the Eight of Pentacles is, what is this? It's it's something being exposed, okay? Something negative being exposed. Clarify more, ancestors. Tell me more. It's definitely negativity that's being exposed where someone is a part of something that's very negative. Okay, so these are people who are not happy, they're not good, and they're miserable. You know, these are people who are miserable, who are connected to certain systems. They're feeling really having like financial difficulties because they have to act like they are not a part of something. They have to act like they don't care, but deep down these are people who could be going through a lot internally, and you know they're conflicted because they're depressed. So these are people who possibly have been connected to these societies, or so we got the Star. So people who wanted to gain and gain some sort of stardom because they wanted things the fast way. So we got the chair, we got the Queen of Swords. Is people who were already, clarify this. These are people who see you, see that from the past. You may have been blind by people who really were not who they say they were. Someone cheated their way. Let's see. Ancestors, clarify the Star with the Seven of Swords. These people, what's going on? Yeah, these people, they could be studying you because they wanted you to like be in fear. People been like working on you for a long time. This is what you had to evolve from. So there were people hiding, moving in silence, but there's exposure happening when it comes to people that you were tied to, that were connected to like toxic societies. Okay, where you're seeing the truth you're seeing the truth. People could be talking to others, and the issue is they're wanting to like connect with you because they're having to act like they're not a part of something when they are. And it's you. You know, I like to get details, guys, but it's people that were connected to you. So there could be fast communication when it comes to like messages, information that's coming out. Things are picking up quickly. So messages, decisions, or developments. Someone's very observant of truth and logic, lies that could have been happening in the past. Y'all know we gotta form this information to like understand it. So someone's trying to figure out how to move when it comes to you. things are moving quickly, and there's a strategic back and forth between a logical truth energy and more dominant action driven person. Decisions are being made. So uh these are people who are in regret and feel like an emotional loss with you, and it's because of what someone could have been a part of. So someone could be trying to build like a strategy to communicate and control a dynamic play. But the issue is it only works if you are blind to it, collective. I don't see you being blind to it. There are people who are feeling oppressed, angry, disappointed from the past, stressing. They're like having issues because the thing is you are aware of it, you are very protective of your energy, and you're not walking away from what people want to scare you out of. You know what I'm saying? So even if it's your destiny, collective, you're not afraid to face your fears. All right. And so that's the issue. You are stepping into a very dominant, powerful place, collective, when it comes to your independence. You are definitely on the horizon. You know, it's good that you not allowing energetic forces and people who use certain types of extra tools to like manipulate and control people who may know more than you. The people that know more than you about you are people who are in fear of you and have to be on the one who have to have information to know how to be strategic around you. However, the strategic outplays that happen won't work if you continue to stay grounded in who you are and where you are. It is it's best that you make your enemies stressed than you to be stressed by your enemies. I need you to continue to stay on your path, never allowing a weak asshole who has to be conform or has to conform to certain society because of what they chose. All right. So with the Four of Swords and the Hierophant, the Fool is someone who is in La La Land, but it's giving me hold on. Clarify this person. So this is a person who's there. It's like someone has to do certain like mean things because what they are part of. Someone has to play a fool. Someone has to be foolish. Hold on, let me make sure that came out right. Clarify this person. What's going on? Okay, so we got this. Okay, so clarify this person here. This fire sign. Okay, so this person, they're a liar. It's a father figure who's a liar. There we go, guys. We charged up now. So this is a person who's a liar. They are someone who got money by being very shisty to you, collective. You see through this person. And they're watching you. We gonna get into it. Collective, tell me what's going. Ancestors, tell me what's going on. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Because you withdrew your energy, and someone needs you to come to their aid. So you're very important in this message here. Why? Because this person going to jail. Okay, they're going to jail. It's about to be an end to this person. So it could be a fire sign, or it could be anybody. see something. Ancestors, tell me more. What's going on here? What's going on here? Fake spiritualists, tell me what's going on here. They're mad because you paid no mind to them. Secretly jealous of you and hating on your romantic connection. Spying on you is part of their daily routine. Tell me more. Seek someone to perform, learn, cord cutting. So this is a person who's trying to connect with you, but the issue is they don't have nothing to give. They don't have absolutely nothing to give, and they want you to come to their aid because internally they're going through it. You know, God is not letting this person get away with what they did to you, collective. It's not a joke. And someone played a fool in your life. They're being exposed and the truth is being revealed. So there has been someone who is experiencing hardships or feeling left out, you know, financially, because of okay, so it's you who possibly experienced a loss because of this person's deception or manipulation, or you may be feeling left out or unsupported or betrayed due to someone's being dishonest or being behind the scenes. So there is a new way of looking at this with the Hierophant and the Fool. So there is clarities. There is this is being revealed. So this is a person who's acting as if they're not a part of something when they really are. And it's more so for material gain. So they use structure, appearance, and stability for their to appear as if they have it together when they're the ones who are putting you through a lot of financial difficulty. So, I mean, why do we need to know this? Like, what is this about? It's giving me that someone's watching you and you see through it. This person's going to be exposed or is being exposed. So tell me more, ancestors. So we got the Two of Wands in the reversal. A lot of childish behavior, a lot of pain that this person could be going through internally. You know, it's because someone is immature about or like not accepting what. So this is someone who is upset because there is a relationship that's over, something that will never be rebuilt again. And someone's very unsatisfied about this. Someone's going through bad luck, okay? So this fire sign, clarify what's going on with this person. Emotionally, tell me more. What's going on with this person? It's giving me that this person is unable to, like, you're highly protected. They're unable to do what they need to do because it's not working for you. It's this control tactic that this person has. You know, their control tactics aren't working anymore and won't be working. Tell me more. What's going to be happening with this person? Yeah, the cycle is over. Okay, so there could be truth could be exposed. Clarify more, ancestors. Yeah, this devil is being exposed. You know, they're sad. They could be getting locked up. You know, they're heartbroken. You know, their control tactics are out of alignment. Their manipulation, everything that they tried to do, collective, is not working. Okay, so with the tower, it's someone who's realizing this. Their manipulation, they're still trying to hold on to some sort of manipulation, but the issue is it's just someone who's mad because they can't have their way. So, you know, these are people who still are holding on or happen to be a part of these wicked societies that you are rejecting. You don't want nothing to do with it. And I feel like you've already done your healing. You refuse to cooperate with these people who want to balance things out throughout negativity. So it's causing like certain towers to happen where it's like a lot of destruction happening to people that you are triumphing with. Like you're winning, okay? So it's not working out like they thought. So this is a person who wants to be very conniving towards you. They're overloaded, they're overburdened, and they're angry, you know, because it's giving me that, you know, your self-love is an issue for this person. Okay, it's amazing how someone wants to gain like a third wheel with you, and they're wanting to do whatever they can to get it done. Give me 1 second. Definitely interference that's happening. One moment. Hello. Oh my God, I'm so mad at myself. I cannot believe that I was talking all that time and nobody freaking heard what I was saying. So basically what I'm telling you is that there's a Queen of Cups who is very mad because she can't get that connection with you. She's angry. So you know, this person can't have their way. They can't manipulate how they cannot manipulate your feelings anymore. And it's like justice being had at this time, and it's because of the truth, a truth that is coming to light, where you know there could be you know, whatever was harmful towards you, collective, is what's being shown. So it's things that are like balancing out at this time where fairness is rising, and what was sent to hurt you is going to bring you a lot of positivity. You know, with the world card is a new beginning, okay? A change that could be happening where it could cause sadness and destruction for people who are not liking where they're going to be at in the future. So these are people who want to reach out to you, have strong feelings towards you. And with the Nine of Swords, it's like a lot of stress that could be happening. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Cups, is you're rejecting certain toxic people. Well, toxic people. Yeah, someone, this Emperor here, someone, this father figure, okay? So he's, clarify him. What's going on? This person, they don't have no control. And they're stuck. You know, someone's stuck, don't have control. Tell me more about this person. They're in their head thinking a lot. They got clarity that they don't have control that they once had. So they want to work together. They're trying to pray, or let's see. What's going on? Yeah, they have to detach from you. Someone has to detach from you. And they don't like that. Tell me more. Yeah, they're watching you, they're angry, and they're mad because they want to force their way on you. But it's giving me someone can't get their way with the Ace of Pentacles. It's someone that can't get their way. They can't get their way. So it's like someone's angry because they cannot get their way. And they're willing to, they've lied on you, cause like all their shicey behavior, their ways with you is over, okay? So you use like, you're closing out this cycle because this person cannot, they cannot form, you could be a mother. Tell me more. Yeah, so it's giving me that you've gone through a lot with this person. You're pushing, like you get to walk away freely. This person don't have no more control, okay? And they're arrogant, they're mad. And this Queen of Cups is angry and feeling left out because in order for things to go her way, you have to be someone who loses respect for yourself. You have to be someone who is insecure. But it's this person that's insecure. This person who's not their authentic self. This person that's jealous. This person that doesn't have it together. You know, this person that is you know, it's like heartbroken because you're healed. You know, this is painful to this person that you're rising up and gaining justice, gaining victory because of what someone, because of you removing yourself from this toxic situation here, collective. You know, definitely have broken a generational curse, and someone's really, really pissed about it, okay? So let's look more into this. Thank you, Janet. My bad, love. So let's see. Clarify this Emperor here. Clarify this person. Yeah, they want to give an offer. Tell me more. They're like, conflicted internally about a breakup. Okay, and someone could be feeling they're not doing good. You know, in their mind, they're like questioning themselves secretly. You know, someone knows that it's over. Okay, tell me more about this person. What's going on with this person? What's going on with this person? They're wanting to offer you, you know, this is a person that's losing themselves. You know, they're like still trying to figure out how to connect with you, balance things out with you, heartbroken. Yeah, they don't have, there's not an opportunity here. Okay? So there's choices to be made. Tell me more, ancestors. When it comes to like legal issues, celebrations that could be happening, and you know you're confidently moving along, and this queen of wands is very jealous and hateful. You know, this is a person that is nasty acting. You know, she wants a new beginning with you, a mother. She has some sort of desire to connect with you, but I see you ghosting this person. Maybe you know too much about this person, and someone is uncomfortable with your connection with the Most High. This person is uncomfortable or feeling stuck and heartbroken because they want you to give to them. You know, they're in their mind a lot about you winning, about you gaining new opportunities and a fresh opportunity, insight about certain legal issues. There could be a legal issue where someone could tell me more. It's someone who could be getting in trouble for stealing. Okay, it's an earth sign who was being very greedy with money, or just being greedy, period. And unfair, unrighteous. You know, this is a person who's very selfish and wants to come out of conflict, but they're selfish. You know, they're all about them. This is a person who's heartbroken because things are not going their way. Things are not this person, they're not going to get what they want. There's justice happening and lies are being exposed. Okay, so there are consequences that are needing to be there's consequences for this person's action, and they're mad, they're angry. Okay, so this is a person who's heartbroken. Things are not going their way, and it's not gonna go their way. We gonna make sure of it, collective. I want you to continue to maintain your strength. Okay, never allowing a weak asshole to try to run you. I don't care what tools or objects they use or who they're connected to, whatever wicked society this person is a part of. I want you to continue to remain confident in who you are, never allowing anybody who's weaker than you to rule over your mind. Your mind is everything, as you can see. When someone doesn't have influence over your mind, it's nothing they can do. So they want to put fear-based tactics on you, which ain't gonna work. Okay, so with that said, you know, the Hermit and the Empress is you moving forward. Okay, definitely moving forward and breaking generational curses, breaking a toxic cycle, and I mean just continuing to stay consistent on your journey. All right, and that's the truth. All right, so this person, they could be mad about you releasing them. You have no strongholds, no ties to this person. And so there is Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, and an earth sign woman who are in the Nine of Cups energy. These are women who don't love themselves, feeling insecure, and they want a connection with you, but they don't really have love to give. You know, these are people who are selfish as well. So tell me more. Yeah, they want to continue a cycle with you. Yeah, but they don't know how to do it. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse is someone who they don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. Okay, so it's giving me that because someone is unable to control certain things around you, they're going to be consequences for this person's actions. Yeah, someone's trying to act strategically to get what they want. But the justice indicates accountability actions will be revealed and balanced. So in real life terms, it's a warning. Don't underestimate hidden moves, but truth and fairness will prevail. So these are people who are acting as if they're giving, but they're not. They don't have much to give. You know, with the nine of customary versus no one, not real love involved. Okay, okay. This is you happen to be, you know, someone's trying to. It's a lot of action, a lot of wands here. The wands are someone who could be saying, you can do it. I want you to, you know, balance it out with somebody. But secretly, you're not, you feel the energy and it's not, something's off. And I feel like you are continuing to be in control of this situation, which is causing you to close out a cycle. And it's just like, maybe you've invested enough and you're not willing to invest in that. Okay, so with the two of swords, you blocking this energy off. Yeah, it's an offer. Like someone's, clarify the ace of pentacles. Yeah, you're not emotionally giving. Okay, so it's giving me that it's a yeah, okay, whatever, you know. So tower is shocking, shocking to someone's mad because they're like, what, like you're not gonna give me what I want. You like, no, I'm good. Okay, always be good with you, collective. This sneaky thing is closing out. The death card is here, so it's giving me like someone's trying to maybe get you connected to someone else. Okay, so with the nine of pentacles is you choosing yourself every time. Definitely a lot of sneakiness where someone's unwilling to do real work, you know, execute. Someone's not wanting to like really execute too much. They're not trying to like do action work, but they're talking a lot. Someone's talking a whole lot, running their mouth. So someone could be feeling over, it's like selfish. Okay, someone's selfish and feeling unsatisfied because you're detaching yourself. Okay, so that's the truth. So overall, let's see, overall message is exposure happening. This is the truth. This is what's being revealed. So it's like someone who could be drowning in their sorrows and their emotion, and it's because in, you know, you're recognizing someone for being toxic, and this person could be going through legal issues. This person, the truth is being revealed that this person didn't get nothing out of what they did when they, whatever they did to you, collective. Someone who's very emotionally manipulative, someone who tried to use you and lied on you and is not doing well emotionally. Someone financially, someone's not doing well financially because of what they did to you. Tell me more. So yeah, it's giving me that there will be healing happening for you, collective. Balance has to happen because it has to, where, you know, it was like lies that are being balanced out, where people looking at the lies that were happening, information that's being revealed, where it's a bunch of lies. Someone's not really believing the lies. They got the truth. And so even though there was something told about you or said, whatever was said, someone's not really believing it. Someone's not believing it. Someone's like very, very specific about what information they take. So this is someone who's seeking truth only. Okay, it's because someone's really in an energy where they know who they are, and they're not going to just listen to anybody. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. It's giving me that someone's holding on to what they believe. They're definitely gaining clarity, and they're satisfied with what they know, even though there could be others who could be trying to manipulate a person's thoughts and what they're saying about this person. So with that higher priest and the page of pentacles is someone very selective in what they're listening to, and someone who could be using their intuitive side to gain clarity in, you know, whatever information, which is difficult for people who slowly want to like give information to a person. It's not working. So let's see, we got the 10 of wands. It's giving me that some, like, you're pushing through it. Clarify this. Clarify 3 of cups with the 10. It's clarify this. Someone feeling defeated because things aren't going to go their way. Tell me more, ancestors. Yeah, so you got balance here happening, new beginnings. Strong, you know, your strength is noticeable, collective. You're moving forward, okay? So with the 8 of swords, the 3 of pentacles is people who could be uncomfortable. Why in the 8 of swords? Because you're not taking from them, okay? So emotionally, these are people who are wanting to heal things, but they're caught on how to do it, and it's because you're not taking their offer, okay? So with the hermit and the queen of pentacles is bad news, giving clarity that could be happening. Earth sign could be learning some information, and they're not good right now, emotionally imbalanced, impulsive, and whatever someone threw out is what they're going to be hit back with, okay? So with the world card is a completion. It's telling me that there is a cycle that's over, and it's because you stood in control of yourself, collective, where this could be justice happening. Someone's nervous about this. Someone's having issues with this because they want to balance things out with you. And but they don't know how to take action. They don't know what to do, and they don't know what to say. So basically, you know, you could be someone who is being thought about a lot, okay? And I mean, people, they have a desire to connect with you, and it's because of who you are, collective. People are stressing about you, and I just feel like you're defending yourself. It's a lot of negativity, collective. A lot of negativity. People mad because they can't get their way. So there's a lot of confusion happening when it comes to you behind the scenes, collective. Unfair treatment. And I'm asking that the Most High God remove these people from the collective's energy. I'm asking that the Most High make a change for the collective. Pull us out of these situations, oh God, and put each and every one of these people in jail. Lock them up for causing all this chaos and confusion for the collective, for the innocent, for the children, for the mothers who are good mothers, you know. I'm asking that there be justice, you know, where that there be justice amongst these situations. So let's look at the 5 of Wands. So let's see. Clarify the 5 of Wands energy. Clarity. Give me clarity. Expectations. People that thought that they were going to be getting something that they're not. There are too many expectations, demands in this connection, living in a lot of wanting a lot from the other person. So these are people who want things from you and not, you're saying no. Okay? Tell me more. Yeah, you could be a public figure. So these people, they want their way with you. And they take you for granted. And now they want or are expecting friendship or something with you. They want like your attention, you know? So these are people you don't trust. These are people who did you wrong from the past. These are people who you are annoyed by or could be annoyed by you because they won't balance all of a sudden and they're not getting it. So tell me more. Yeah, they find themselves to be unstable and angry at you because you're moving on. Someone don't want you to be free from them, and they have an issue with you because you're doing you. So tell me more, ancestors. So we got you very close to achieving your goal, collective. And these people, they know that. Work through your fears. Communication is key. So these are people who know that you are in a very you're in a good place, collective, where you're going to be winning. You know, there's a lot of opportunities here for you where your achievements and goals are paying off, and there are people who are wanting to be a part of this. They thought that they would take it from you, but nothing came from this situation, is what I got here. Nothing will come from this situation where these people thought that they were going to take your destiny, take you, or in you, so that they can step into your opportunities. What I'm seeing here is prosperity lies ahead for you, collective. Don't give up on yourself, and the end of a tough cycle is approaching. So, you know, even though these people thought that they could gain from you, what I'm seeing here is they're not doing, due to their routines and their chaotic behavior. I'm telling you, every wicked person who was involved in trying to stop the collective, they're not getting shit, okay? And I want you to remain confident in who you are, collective. These are people who all of a sudden think, oh, you're my sweetheart. You're this. Somebody you possibly had a child with. Someone who wants you to relax. They like, relax, let me, it's giving me that someone could be mad at you, but not telling you that they're mad. And they're feeling overwhelmed by you, collective, because this could be family, people who had alliances against you, all of a sudden want to come out of a difficult situation with you. They want to trap you to compromise, okay? These are people who are not doing good financially, and they know that you're about to be gaining, and they want to indulge in what you're going to be having. They're on the schedule. They know when it's about to happen. These people definitely know when it's about to happen, and they don't want to withdraw from your energy. These are people who want to continue to like be around you. Okay? Yeah, they want to protest. Definitely want to protest and get their way. They see your worth, and all of a sudden they want to like bully you by causing accidents and stuff, collective. Their goal is to like do like divination work. Tell me more, ancestors. Yeah, they want to put you in fear. Okay? They don't want you to feel like they want to come out of like isolation with you, and they feel like their time is up because they've lost you, collective. They lost you because you're not dealing with them ever again. And so these people, they're scared of that. And now, these people working with the vengeance. But I'm asking the Most High to please protect the collective, protect us, and look over us, oh God. We need you in every way, oh God. Look over us in our lives, oh God. Protect us and our families, our children, oh God, from these wicked people. Tell me more, ancestors. Clarify the Five of Wands. So yeah, these are people under judgment for what the wicked behavior that they had towards you. It's telling me that healing, like people they're like wanting to heal something but still be toxic together. You know what I'm saying? It's someone who's toxic and still wanting like it's So you could be at a wake-up call realizing that something is really toxic influence or manipulation. People are present, but their power can be neutralized through awareness and self-control. So temperance signals healing and restoration, calm, steady action, and emotional moderation. So the outcome is measured responses, not impulsive reaction. So this is someone who is toxic, and they're trying to figure out a way to work with you, but with the world card, it's over, okay? So it's like you've seen through it. You're making decisive choices when it comes to what you will allow and what you won't allow. And someone don't like that. This is causing balance in your life and structure, where you are deciding to close out a painful cycle, collective. You inspired to close this out completely. You're done, all right? And You're accepting new opportunities when it comes to your independence, new growth. You've done a lot of work on yourself, so there is like changes that are happening, where you're stepping into a very confident space in your life. You could be coming in as this empress, and there are people who want to connect with you, but this water sign, she's just very jealous and toxic. Tell me the intentions of this water sign. Tell me the intentions of this water sign. Tell me the intentions of this water sign. She is not a good person. Tell me the intentions of this water sign. Oh, she want to come out of, what's the intentions of the water sign? She's a Scorpio. What's the intentions? What's her intentions? She want to move forward towards you. What is her intentions? She don't even know. She's like trying. She's just like been holding on to you for a while. She's losing control. Like, she's not confident though. This person wants a new beginning with you, who is she? Who is this? Yeah, they want fairness with you. They're not doing too well emotionally, and they see you as a mother, like an empress. Maybe this person stressed you out and you walking away. Someone who has feelings for you, okay? So you got people that want to come around. You got true supporters, collective, and you also got people who were in your past who are very shisty, who want to make amends with you, but they are people that you're not willing to conform with. You already came out of the code with these people, and it's difficult for some to realize that. So when it comes to what you'll be dealing with, like, you're very decisive, very particular, and that could get in the way of people's control tactics, their control issues. So when we talk about the cameo and Bathin, is people who are connected to certain societies who use certain tools and devices to try to control and manipulate certain ways that you think. Okay, so this is people who are using dominance to try to control how you think, how you move, or someone wants to have some sort of control over your mental space. And the issue is that no longer works anymore. So this is what this person is needing to release, this issue here. Clarify what they need to do. Clarify. So surrender to the divine. So this is the person who needs to let it go. Emotions are running high. So someone's emotions are running high because of what they no longer can control. And it's saying that your dreams need a practical plan, and it's because this person is unaware, or not unaware. They're unable to get things or do what they used to do. They can't manipulate you mentally anymore. Like, those mind games don't work. All right? So personal issues reaches resolution. Tell me more, ancestors. Most time, please speak through the cards. Let me know. Yeah, so the answers you need are coming. So nothing will come of this situation is what they want to let you know. So yeah, collective, either way, what I'm getting is prosperity lies ahead for you, and nothing from this situation that these people have tried to control will work. It's saying that it says nothing will come of this situation. So whatever someone's been trying to constantly do over and over again, they're realizing that someone just needs to take a breath and walk away. The influence over you is not, this person doesn't have no type of influence over you and your emotions anymore. It's nothing they can do about it. So ancestors, anything else you need to know about this situation here? Anything else? Clarify. Yeah, so it's people not wanting to be bothered. Tell me more. I thought another card came out. People looking at their efforts and they're like, ugh, like nothing worked out. They did all this for nothing, you know? So we got the temperance is someone who's just needing to heal. Definitely needing to heal and balance their life out. It's you rejecting people. Clarify the 3 of Cups. People who are walking away, okay? They stressing because they have to walk away from you. Clarify the Empress. Yeah, it's secrets. Whatever's been revealed is stressful to somebody. Clarify the it could be a mother who's stressed. Clarify the 9 of Cups of the truth, you know, your strength, your truth, you know, is this the how is this Empress feeling? How is this Empress feeling? Shocked. You know, it's you knowing that you are a part of something or around like a lot of toxicity. So it's someone who's stressing over you. Clarify what's going on with the Empress. It's you not willing to collaborate with others, which is causing stress for those, okay? For others. Yeah, so it's giving me that you rather do you. Like you're loving, you're nurturing, but you only give that to people who deserve it. And there are people who are desiring fulfillment and a true connection with you. But you're giving it to who deserves it, not to someone who is going to cause issues in your life, okay? What's the intentions of this King of Pentacles, ancestors? What's the true intentions? This person's sad. What's the intentions of this King of Pentacles? What's the intentions? They're sneaky. They're a liar, controlling, and they're feeling financially burdened. Tell me more, ancestors. Yeah, so this is a person who's you blocking this person's negativity. They sending you negativity because they can't have their way with you, okay? So wasting time on you, too much time. Someone needs to walk away. They're hooked on you and they need to move on. Unhook yourself, dude. Yeah, so steals your ideas, copies, spies, and works to duplicate, feed off you. Ugh. Tell me more. Someone who impersonates you a lot and acts like you, dresses like you, copies you. Yeah, these people, they could be moving on and someone has to move. So they're getting karma for what they did to you, collective. Someone who could have caused issues in your home environment. They're about to be, they have everything that they did to you. And I was just speaking about this yesterday. Someone could be losing their house because of what they did to you. So someone's going through a lot of sadness because of what they did to you, collective. It's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? You cannot get away with trying to ruin someone else's life. You think that God is not going to do something to you? Be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like people, they so brave nowadays. Some people think they can just do anything to you and get away with it, collective. That's just not how it go. Clarify, moving out. What's going on with this person? Spirit, what's going on with this person? What's going on? Cuffing season. Single and ready to mingle. Detective, snooping, digging dirt, accusations. So, this a person, tell me. person wants to talk to you, but I don't see you talking to them. They're karmic. They're into third party situations. They're a hater and they deal with haters. And I feel like you've learned your lesson with this person. This person is obsessed. Tell me more. What's going on with this person here? They like, tell me more. Someone who's, they like you. They be partying a lot. Tell me more. What's going on? Why we get lift off? Ecstatic progression forward. The wait is over. So this is someone who wants to come towards you because they want, they're tired of waiting. But it came in reverse. They could be trying to knock you up. Be careful who you're being intimate with. They're a whole karmic, okay? So they feel like it will be their lucky day if they were to connect with you because you represent good fortune. So they're shady. You know, this is a person who's very shady. They're not right. And tell me more, ancestors. Definitely someone who has muscles or something like that. They're a player. Playing the field, not looking to settle, seeking options. So this is a person who messes with multiple people, okay? Possibly men too. Whoever they are, be careful because this person, they're puzzled, you know, confusion, perplexed, conflicted, you know, they're not no good, okay? For you, they're not good. So maybe for another karmic, they're good. Maybe another karmic, they possibly knocked someone up. They were intimate with someone and got someone pregnant. They're insecure. This person is very lustful. They extra, okay? This is an important person playing an essential role that's in your life who is, they're no good, okay? So this person could have been playing in your energy or like causing issues behind what you've gone through. And they scared now. They scared because you're going to be in your positive era, collective, where good things are going to be happening for you. And they want to love bomb you. They want to make you their sneaky link. They've been gossiping, watching you, because you are going to be leveling up. And someone, you know, they pissed about it. So this is a person who wants to come around acting like, hey, big kid, like, stay away from them people, okay? So this person, they be knowing your every move, watching you, spying on you. You know, they're going to be exposed. With the moon here in the reversal is what you figured out. So I want you to, like, stay grounded and make sure that you remove yourself from these people. God is telling you that everything is fine. You're going to be given to collective fairly, okay? God is protecting your inheritance, okay? And someone is very jealous about this. It's someone that you're not willing to work with. Someone wants a relationship with you so that they can be a part of what you are about to be gaining. I don't know when this is going to be happening, but I pray that it happens soon. Because with the 8 of Swords, it's like you freeing yourself from being stuck. Someone's confused or feeling uncomfortable with you removing yourself, okay? Yeah, you're not caring. Clarify this Empress. Clarify the Empress. You getting justice. You getting justice, and it's giving you the opportunity to move on, okay? So this is sad for someone who's caused a lot of shady behavior in your life, someone who was acting sneaky. A Queen of Wands who's thinking about their financial situation, and they could be mad, very angry, communicating with others on how you think you are that. I just heard, like, someone's like, you think you better. you think you strong, you know, like someone just is toxic, okay? Clarify the Five of Wands. Yeah, someone who's lost everything. They have gone through a lot of setbacks in their life. It could be a Queen of Pentacles who could have lost a lot. You know, now they want to heal things with you. They want to make it better. They thinking about it on how they can go about it. And they heartbroken because I just don't see that happening, collective. Yeah, because the death card is here. It's over. All right. So even if someone wanted to, they're watching you stay emotionally calm, in charge. And Queen of Energy, Queen of Swords energy is someone who's very powerful in your own right. You know, you're someone who speaks truth and sees through any false information. You know, you good. You good, collective. You good. And you're going to remain good, and you're rejecting all these negative ass people. These people real hurt. You got a bunch of people, they sad, they feeling left out. They're not doing too well. Tell me more about these people. They're liars. They the ones who lied on you, caused a lot of confusions and interruptions in your life. And you know, they're mad because you keeping it together. All right? So you're pushing through. Tell me more. Ace of Wands is no one knows what to do anymore. It's you know, all their efforts are not paying off. And it's because you don't give a fuck. Okay? And you just ain't gonna give a fuck. And that's just good for you. Okay? So you get to move on. Yeah. Yeah. Someone's thinking about the past and how maybe y'all used to live together or something like that. Maybe someone felt as if they were more in control and they could slowly like get you in your mind a lot, but they can't do that no more. All that's backfiring because you see through it. Yeah, you're guarded from this person. And I'm just seeing here you gaining emotional fulfillment, and someone's very uncomfortable about that. You know, these men, they could be going into poverty because of what they did to you, collective, where their financial situation is not going to be good. And with the Queen of Wands, she's aware of it. She's jealous, and she's trying to stay content with this. This is a person who's judging the situation, secretively watching, and knowing that the cycle is over because you are emotionally calm, and it's just people that are hurt about you and your balance and you continuing to move forward, gaining the justice that you deserve, sitting in your Empress energy, your motherly energy with the High Priestess, is you aware and complete, gaining fulfillment and justice and victory throughout your situation, collective. You can get through absolutely anything. You're walking away, and this is stressful for someone. Someone's stressing that you're walking away. Maybe you know, it's like you've been through so much. You earn you earn your, like, there's a air sign man. All they can think about is you walking away and you protecting your energy. This person is like in their mind about how they can connect with you. This is all they're thinking about. People are demonic, very demonic and collective. So leaving something behind, emotionally withdrawing. So you're turning away from a situation, and it's a lot of anxiety and worry about this. So it's all about money that people are stressed about, and you. So you leaving causes delays and setbacks for people who wanted to gain off of you. People who wanted to manipulate your mind. People who thought that they could continue you in a pattern. The issue is you're rising above because there is a certain paradigm and a time where it's like the paradigm is causing for a lot of the chosen to be on the right path. You're in your you're in your North Node collective, and people are stressing because they're running out of time when it comes to manipulation. Like, someone cannot manipulate you how they thought they could. And so, because they cannot manipulate you, they're stressing because it all dealt with money. People been living off of your energy, living off controlling you for years. And now that you are grounded enough to realize what has been going on for centuries, whatever, maybe this has been going on for years throughout your bloodline, where people was able to get over on you. Now that you have waken up, there's worry around this because other people were born into trying to delay you, collective. Other people were brought into causing confusion for you so that they could still manipulate a certain outcome and benefit from you and your energy. But now the issue is you're the source, collective. The source of emotional focus is likely a mother or material figure or someone with nurturing influence. It's sudden disruptions or a shocking revelation related to that person, which is you, collective. And there is logical, authoritative approach being considered, but indecisive, conflicting choices. The issue is so it's saying that someone's stressing and worrying or losing sleep over you or material related situations. So someone's stressing over losing money, especially where there is disruption or sudden change. So there's a lot of anxiety, emotional withdrawal, and focus on material energy. You are the material energy, collective. You are the abundance. And it's chaotic around you. Chaotic or shocking events involve like disruptions, tower moments that are happening because people cannot control things. This is out of other people's hands now, collective. Trying to decide. So, but it's giving me that people are stuck because they're worried about money that they're not getting, like they're being cut off. And I'm telling you, baby, you're not getting shit from the collective. I'm making sure of it. I'm making sure of it, baby. I'm making sure of it. I'm making sure of it. I'm making sure you don't get absolutely nothing. I'm making sure that you're not getting shit. I'm going to make sure of that shit. I'm making sure, baby. I'm making sure that you are cut off. And I know that the Most High is definitely making sure of it. You ain't getting nothing from the collective. Not no more. It's over for you. All right? So you could be mad if you want to. All right? So you're aware that something will be given to you, collective. It's a lot of stress over you, collective, where people have to walk away. You're no longer working with these people, and they find it to be a wish fulfillment to be connected with you, and it's just not gonna happen. Okay, it's like balance and structure is happening in your life, and people, they want to come around all of a sudden. They want to be your friend all of a sudden. Why do you want to be the collective's friend all of a sudden? Because you want to be a part of this amazing venture that the collective's gonna be in, that you're not getting. Okay, so these lies and immature plays that were happening to you, collective, are stressing people out because the truth is being revealed. Okay, you are protected, very guarded, and holding on to your boundaries. And we're gonna make sure that these people that have caused so much betrayal in your life will not get shit. You ain't getting shit from the collective. You might as well move on. Think about a 9 to 5, or do something to get you some other way to make it. You're not gonna make ends meet from the collective. You better get gone, get gone, get gone, get gone, get gone, get gone, get gone. I know you're stressing out, baby, because it ain't going your way. You thought that you can win. You thought that you can get it. You thought that you can get the bag. But I'm gonna tell you 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, a 12-hour shift. Baby, get gone. You're not gonna be able to come off the collective. You're not using us. You're not gonna be a part of the collective's life. You may go to jail and go to hell. Baby, you ain't getting shit from the collective. I'm gonna tell you right now. You better get gone right now. You better figure it out like the collective did. Ay, ay, ay. The collective is strong, and we got the most high working with us. And you thought you could get on, but no, you're not jumping on the bandwagon with the collective. We will mess you up, and you get down off of the pedestal, having to rebuild your life like you wanted the collective to do. Baby, it's not gonna be the way that you thought it would be. The plans that you have for me. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Nana nana boo boo. Collective, you gonna win. I got so much faith in us. It's gonna be alright. I want you to put your lighters in the air tonight. Know that you can do anything you want. Put your mind to it and don't let these people play on your mind, because that's what they want to do. They want to play with you. They so mad, heartbroken. The liars trying to play on your top. Still trying to hold on, but they cannot hold on. They gotta let go and remove theyself. Get gone, demon. You don't deserve to be in the collective's life. And I'm gonna make sure, because we gonna stay diligent and do the work. I want you to cover your mind, because these people, they're defeated and sad, wishing they can get up and come up off the collective by making things worse happen to you and your life. The answer is no, you will not be able to come up off of the collective. I know you sad, mad, and you trying to look for options, but there aren't none. We remove all options from you. You need to go on and get the boo. Okay? Yeah, these people, they want to be your friend, but the answer is no. They're stuck thinking about their financial wins, and it was nothing. They got nothing out of it. Baby, you a part of something that don't even want to be a part of your life. Watching you feeling left out, thinking they could hold on tight, but the answer is no. They heartbroken. Ooh, they heartbroken. All they can think about is money. They like, how can we get this money by tomorrow? I'm mad. I'm mad because I can't get what I want from the collective. You sure not? Get the hell on with your wicked ass, because it's over for you, ho. Get gone. Yeah, these people, they mad because they can't get their way. And you're not. And you're not. You're not. Okay? I want you to never allow anyone to try to take advantage of your mind, collective. Always make sure that you protect your mind, baby. Because I mean, the weakest part of, well, the strongest part of the body is really the brain. But it's actually, well, I won't say it's the strongest. I'm going to say it could be weak if you don't train it, okay? So if you don't train your mind can be very weak to projections. It could be weak to, you conforming. You conforming and doing what others want you to do is difficult, collective. Make it difficult for your enemies. Because these people, they think they can just have their way with you, and they're not. I pray that justice prevails for all of us, collective. Anyone who's been manipulated by anybody in your life, family members, friends, ex-friends, ex-lovers, ex-whoever, you're going to get justice. The only way justice can come in for you, though, is if you are to continue to stay balanced and also remain confident with your relationship with the divine. Okay? Don't let no fear take over you, because these people, they're wicked and they're sad and they're losing, and they're just gonna be a mad hoe because they're not getting shit from you, collective. And we gonna make sure of it by us maintaining a positive and balanced mindset. Yesterday I was reading about how lawyers are one of the main, like, being a lawyer is very difficult, and it is one of the careers that causes a lot of anxiety. So these are people who be under stress so much that it causes a lot of issues with their mental health. And I recognize that some of these lawyers, even though they try so hard to win for you, the issue is they be putting so much into you that they forget about themselves trying to win. And so with that said, it's like, it's very important for you to balance your mind, because even if you're in a high even if you are in, like, if you have, like, these jobs, these roles where you are, like, very important, like these important positions where you're very, very, you're looked up to as someone who can possibly save someone else. It's very important for you to make sure that you're balancing your mind, because it could even be your own client or your own the other client, or anybody who could be doing, like, magic on you. Anyone who's acceptable to, like, high places, high positions, that have, like, job titles that are, like, judges, lawyers, paralegals, people in them type of positions. It could be a lot of, like, magic being done on people like them in high places. So these are people who are really having to ground themselves. I see why certain judges be so mad at times, or not mad, but, like, very they're very I don't want to say aggressive, but they mean business. They're very assertive, and I feel like the reason why is because there are people who can play on other people's emotions, causing them to, like, lean towards them. There are people who are emotionally manipulative. So with that said, if you are somebody who's, like, a judge or a lawyer, make sure that you are protecting your energy from people who can be manipulative and play mind games on you. People who uses certain tools to, like, enforce you to make certain decisions. Because certain decisions that you make, you want to make sure that they're for the benefit of everybody, not just for the benefit of the client who wants to win and is controlling, selfish, wants their way because they just are controlling. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's very important for people to stay grounded in their decisions, or make the proper decisions, because certain decisions that people make, it only be sometimes it's like enforced by other people, where someone wanted to control how a judge or a lawyer responds when it's not fair. If it's not fair, then it defeats it doesn't help, because it's like, it defeats the purpose of what should be happening, or what, it's like people that are mad. Clarify the 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's like, it's a lot of confusion where people are bringing in confusion. It's something that's clear as day. Even though something is clear as day, it's like someone who's trying to cloud someone's vision, where there is balance and structure happening, because someone really knows what's happening and they're not listening. This is hurtful, where it's like a cycle is over. Someone realizes that there was a lot of confusion that was caused by manipulation. Clarify the 5 of Wands. Yeah, manipulation. Someone's like feeling nervous or feeling like they are aware of where they're about to be in the future. Financially, someone's stressed out. It's a earth sign woman, a water sign woman. All these people. So they're like, clarify. They feel like they made poor decisions, okay? When it came to you, because they know that it was a lot of jealousy around this situation where someone's very controlling and possessive. So they're looking at it. They're seeing how toxic a situation is, you know? And so these are people who are still, they're wanting to be fair now, and someone doesn't like that. Someone's stressing about this. Tell me more. Yeah, that's the truth. Someone's seeking truth and truth only. So yeah, I don't know why I got that, but that's what's showing here. So it's very important for you, collective, to make sure that you're controlling and pulling your own strings and not allowing anyone else to like interrupt what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is someone who's been interrupting your life for years, and that because they can't have their way with you. They're looking at, you know, like, how can they do it? Like, why you need the collective? Why don't you go away? Use your own fucking energy, you weirdo. You know, you're not about to sit here and try to balance something out with someone who you've been playing, acting very emotionally immature, childish. And I mean, you want someone to have some sort of innocent behavior towards you. When you're unbalanced, you are undisciplined, and you could be alone feeling very stressed, or like someone's losing it. Someone wants to be given to. It's a queen of pentacles. Like, all these people, they're not doing well, collective. They're not. Okay, anyone who feels as if they have to do well because of what you bring, remove yourself. People who want to use you so that they can get up and leave you with absolutely nothing. God, I'm asking that you bring justice to this situation, because it just don't make no sense. It's unfair, you know, and I don't understand how people, you know, the thing is, maybe God has been wanting you to wake up for a long time. You know, God is here, is like, you know, you had to do these things on your own so that you could learn how to be strong throughout what you've gone through, collective. But, you know, it's just, it's crazy how life is playing out. I'm asking that God hurry up, because it's just, you know, even though it's all in divine timing, it's like people are being hurt throughout divine timing. You know, this divine timing is, you know, is getting on my nerve. But you do got luck happening, and it's going to, someone's trying to sabotage or bribe. You know, someone's trying to constrict you from this good luck that you're going to be coming into. Someone's nervous, they're angry, they're out of alignment, they're wanting to collaborate with you. You got good luck coming in, collective. It's someone who's trying to control this, though. All right? And they're like, tell me more. They're daydreaming about what? Why are they daydreaming? Because they want to connect with you before all this happens. They want to marry you. Someone's wanting to marry you in order to gain from this. They're going to be wearing a fake mask. You know, this is a person who's committed to trying to get you married, okay? But they're going through disasters and stuff because it's not happening. So this person, they're going to leave you in the cold if you deal with them, or they're going to be left in the cold because you're withdrawing from their energy. They're protesting, wanting to bully you into submission, collective, because this person all of a sudden has internal so-called love for you, and they're coaching others on how to connect to you so that they can connect to you. So even if marriage is, let's see what this marriage is like. Give me the definition for their like, what does this marriage mean? Like, what could it mean for them? What does marriage mean to them? Cause you know, when I was little, when I was it's somebody who maybe, okay. So I remember when I was younger, this guy was like, he was like, if you, what did he say? He said, if you marry me and I marry you, then we could, basically trying to like act like y'all married so they can have their way with you. But it ain't serious. So this is a person who needs to be connected with you in some way to gain off of you. They're wanting to connect or tie themselves to you to gain from you. But it's not happening. This is someone who wants to cause confusion. They feel like they're worried about money. And so they have to do whatever they can in order to keep the money flowing or something like that. So, yeah, whatever they're doing, the issue is you're too strong for it. But someone wants to like tie themselves to you. They're lying. They're going to lie about what they want. Like they want a relationship, but they're a liar. It's not real. A lot of secrecy and deception. Together it paints a marriage where someone may not be honest or bending the rules for personal gain, possibly hiding actions or intentions that go against the commitment integrity. Like this is a person that's not willing to like really tie themselves to you like that. Or they're not going to give you what you want exactly. One moment, guys. Hello? No, I took it out. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. But anyway, yeah. Someone has a very, like, clarify this devil energy. Someone's very heartbroken because of who you are. Okay? This is a person who's possibly, these women, these men, all of these people, they're going through, they're going to be going through bad luck because you're choosing yourself. You get to move forward. And someone's stressing about their finances because they could be going into poverty. And they're mad. They're going to fight. They're trying to fight their way. But the issue is, this is a dysfunctional relationship that's over. So they're not going to be gaining nothing from it. Because you're not wanting this person. You're rejecting this energy. And feeling a way about it. You've healed from this person. You're not thinking about them. You know it's over. So you don't even you're not dealing with this person. You're not effing with them like that. And they feel away. They're in their mind about it. They know they gotta leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? Someone who really thought the way they think, someone's is out of alignment. Like the way someone really thinks, they think that you're like any other woman would be like, yes, yeah, I'll marry her. I'll, I'll get on my knees and beg you, please. Like, this is a man who would possibly, get their way with other women. But when it come to you, baby, that ain't going down. Like, you ain't the one. Always be ain't the one. Be always be the one that ain't the one. You know what I'm saying? This is a person. They're like, yeah, get on your knees. You better, the devil is a liar. Ain't nobody getting on nothing. Get your ass on with your wicked self. See, you got to stand up to these people. Even as a child collective, I just knew certain things weren't right. But nowadays, these people, they be mad when you speak your mind because people ain't used to that. They're used to people compromising with them. They're used to people getting their way. Baby, they're used to being trapping people and getting their way, compromising, building alliances with weak ass hoes. So these are like family members who are wanting you to compromise all of a sudden now that they done sold their soul. People that want you to be nice after they done tried to betray you or bring you down. Now they're like, but they want unity with you. Yeah, they want a relationship with you now. They, someone's caught in something, and I just don't see, like, with the Ten of Pentacles is a breakup in a relationship. This could be a breakup in a legacy where, you're turning your back on these people. And there are people who lying and gossiping about you. They're mad. You got somebody who's just, they're shiesty and they're feeling left out in the cold from everything they done to you, collective. This person made you go through a lot. They betrayed you, put 10 swords in your back that you had to take out on your own. Wanting to come back around. Like, if I was you, I would stay far away from these people. All right? It's crazy how everything is at this time. I'm like, damn, it's not normal. Like, these people are out of alignment, out of line. Like, just remove, like, get away from these weirdos. They're all weird. And anyone who wants to be a part of something so wicked, I'm just going to give you the side eye because you knew that you had to be someone who had to connect with something so ill in order to gain off of the collective. You were committed to that. You were calm throughout it because you knew what the person's worth was or something like that. And so since you knew they worth, it's giving me that someone stayed committed to their goals and their dreams and they're triumphing and they're gaining while this is a person who wanted to gain off of you and is not. Be careful about where you're getting your tattoos, collective, because somebody could break out really, really bad. And with that said, anything else? Someone's just trying to get an idea on how to control you, collective, but they're going to prison because you're going to be reaping blessings, okay? Clarify this this control card and the confinement. Someone that's not able to, someone that got to walk away from the opportunity. Yeah, someone that can't do it. They don't know what to do. Clarify the confinement and control card. Definitely someone you're rejecting. Someone's shocked that you're rejecting it. Yeah, continue to stay, continue to keep your mind, collective. Continue to stay in control of your mind. Continue to, like, be confident when it comes to your thoughts, okay? Because there is somebody who sees your worth so bad and wants to be connected to you. All right, so yeah, they're trying to take your blessings, trying to get an idea on how can I do it. Tell me more. This person wants to build an alliance to trap you into something. They're just thinking about it, stressing. There's good news happening. Tell me more. What's going on? Someone's trying to figure out how to not close out a cycle. Someone's trying to continue to think about how to gain a connection with you, to be a part of your blessings. This is a person you don't remember, okay? This is a person, you're going to be gaining, collective. Someone's trying to put a curse or an end to your blessings, all right? that you're fated to get. This is a person who's in a nightmare thinking about this constantly. They're going to be trying to put on a fake mask, acting as if they're someone that they're not. And it's, you know, someone's still trying to hold on, trying to be hesitant, they're in their ego. They're going to come around apologizing. Be careful who you're intimate with. This person could have an illness. They could be sick. They could have a pet. This is a person who wants to like protest, and they're overwhelmed. They're going to do whatever they can to try to get you to come back. Tell me more, ancestors. Someone don't want to take no for an answer. Yeah, with the Sun card, it's someone who's very depressed because they're not getting what they want. Yeah, someone's not good. They're not a badass being full of life, love, and possibility. This is a karmic. So with that said, you're walking away. You're making a choice to walk away. And everything ain't fine with this person, even though they're trying to act like it. They're undisciplined. Like, this is a person who's like worried. They're unhappy. They're going through a lot emotionally, internally. Okay, and it's because you see clearly. You're protecting your energy. Okay, so when it's justice time, know that there's a lot of control tactics around justice, where someone's trying to control certain outcomes to keep you stuck in a past situation. Along with this Queen of Pentacles, this Earth sign woman who's very toxic. She's stressing. Ace of Wands. Like, I wish I could be a fly on the wall, find out what these people really going through. It's people that are like really stressing though, because they're not doing good. They're feeling defeated. They're effed up, collective. Anyway, that's what I'm in, and it's just people who refuse to let go. Like, these are people who like are out of alignment. They're in their egos and they're stressing. It's difficult when it's easy when you just give somebody, like, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Someone is used to that, like, where it's easily given. It's like taking candy from a baby with these people. But with you, collective, don't ever make it that easy. Okay? So these are people who want to come around acting like they're good with you, when really they're not. You will get justice. Okay? I'm asking that God close out the cycle. That God close out the cycle, and that you continue to persevere throughout all the chaos that is happening behind you, collective. Where people play roles to like manipulate and act as if they're not a part of shit when they really are. So we got autonomy. This is number 2. Lilith, the first feminist. Oh, it says, in what ways have I been sacrificing my autonomy or personal freedom for the acceptance or approval of another lately? Lilith reminds you that regardless of how much you may love or care for another, it is never okay to sacrifice your personal freedom for them. What's more, if someone genuinely loves and cares for you, they would never ask you to, whether overtly or covertly, to do so in the first place. Respect and equality are the baseline of my healthy relationships. And if these qualities are not present, Lilith urges you to free yourself from this dynamic, even if that means being demonished for it. Or I'm sorry, even if it means being demonized for it. Lilith is the first woman and Adam's first wife in Jewish mythology. In a lesser known version of the Adamic tale, God makes both Adam and Lilith simultaneous from the earth. But Adam, believing himself superior to Lilith, orders her to be subordinate to him both sexually and mentally. To Adam's mis, uh, misogyny, Lilith responds, "We are equal as we are. We are equal as we were both created from the earth," thus demanding equality and respect. When Adam attempts to force her to submit, Lilith utters the secret and ineffable name of the Creator aloud and flies away from the Garden of Eden. It is in this moment that Lilith initiates the first divorce and becomes the first feminist. Symbolism: Lilith, whose name stems from this Sumerian word Lilith, or Lilitu, meaning wind spirit, female demon, has long been demonized for her disobedience and for choosing autonomy over matronomy. Matrimony. In patriarchal societies, women have been and continue to be demonized and persecuted if they hold unconventional views or marriage, sexuality, child rearing, and life's purpose. Lilith is the wild woman within every woman who demands to be respected and who lives in alignment with her inner truth. The women who would rather live autonomously than with another whose ideals she was born to break. And this is definitely what I feel like a lot of the collective are going through. We are in phases in our lives where there are people who want to control how you feel. And it's crazy. I put all the cards up, but the Empress comes out. The Empress represents Lilith, okay? So, what I'm getting more so is that there are people who are mad because they cannot control your mind. They cannot control your destiny. They cannot control your fate, collective. And it's because you are fully in alignment with your soul's purpose. When you step into your North Node, this gives people like them, they go crazy because they're not used to change. They're used to manipulating, lying, scheming, making it difficult for others. These are people who are worried about where they gonna end up because they cannot lean on you. So you rising above what someone wants so badly because someone wants to use you for everything you have and what you've worked hard for. I'm just trying to figure out, like, God, is anyone ever going to be able to rise above the chaos that is happening? God, will the collective, will it ever be an opportunity for the collective and myself to be able to live freely without people bothering us because they can't have their way? People that don't have their mind and are jealous and stuck in their lives, will they ever be able to lift themselves up and become their best selves instead of focusing on the collective so much? Where it's like calling, it's definitely issues with jealousy where someone doesn't know how to act because they're mad because you in your mind, you're in your power with your mind. You got control over your mind. You are divine femme, collective. I just feel that it's unfair for anyone to try to control or try to like stop you from your greatness because people can't control your life the way they want to. This is unfair. I want to know, like, God, will there ever be, will we ever be able to like live in peace? God is saying yes, okay? So be patient. There is changes that are happening, a lot of disruptions that are happening. And, these people, there's, you're getting through it, okay? You're getting through it. So remain confident. With the Two of Cups it's giving me that, why is the Two of Cups here? It's because there is someone who wants to connect with you. Someone stuck on how to do this. Someone from your past. Tell me about this person. They're the devil. They're no good, okay? They're stressing over you. Person who's caused so much issues in your life, okay? So they're like wanting to win at all costs to try to You know, someone's on mute. Someone wants a relationship with you, but it's really unbalanced. You know, it tried to come out in reverse. And God is tearing this up. It's over. You know, it's just, it's not doable. But there is a new opportunity for you, new changes happening, collective. And I need you to just stay consistent. God got you, okay? You know, don't give up on God. Believe in God and know that God will never leave you astray. You know, these people, they're getting worse by the day. And I'm praying for the collective and, you know, just making sure that we all are confident enough to continue to move forward in our lives, not ever laying down for people. You know, there are people who've literally lost their lives to people like this, people who have lost their mind to people like this, and it's because they wanted money, they wanted their way, and I just feel like time is up for this shit. You know, this is some bullshit, you know? So with that, you know, there really needs to be consequences made or had, you know. I don't really like these cards. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't like them. I like them, but I would wish that it wouldn't be so much about love. Like, we need to know what's going on. Like, this is more so, it's more, okay, so we got comparison. Okay, so there are people comparing themselves to you, gossiping on you, comparing their money to you. Fire warning, shots as a sign of authority and control, skips necessary steps to gain and cover and an advantage. So this is a person that wants you to marry them. I'm telling you, they want a contract with you. They want to renew the contract. A deep karmic bond brings responsibility and life lessons, relationship strain caused by codependency and conflict. This person wants to connect to you, to marry you, or, you know, they want to be, and somebody wants, so it said, focus on your own path and stop seeking validation from external sources. Comparison with others distracts you from your own path, and inequality in resources and creates tension. So this is a person who's comparing their money to yours. You could be stepping into money. So there's someone who's wanting to like cause issues for you because of where you're headed, collective. Someone caused a lot of distractions in your life. They're going to jail. Someone's going to jail. I'm not lying. There's someone about to go to jail, okay? And I'm praying, God, please lock these people up. Whoever's involved, I'm asking that you lock these people up. It's going to be your breakthrough, collective. I pray these people go to jail, okay? These people got to go to jail. I'm praying. I'm praying that they go to jail, God. Like, please, like, when is this going to give, child? Because, goodness, it just don't make no sense. Okay, so anyway, anything else? Yeah, remain consistent on your path, collective. You're going to be receiving messages about an occupation where there could have been a lot of lies, or it could be sneaky behavior around what was stolen. Someone who had an occupation to steal from you. Tell me more. This is a person who could be going into poverty who stole from you. Okay? Tell me more. They're in despair now because of what they took from you. And they're concerned. You know, they're on this journey of being concerned about where they're headed. You know, because it's over. You know, it's just this marriage. These people thought they could marry you for a come up with the unexpected money. Is you could be gaining unexpected money, collective. And it's a mature man going to court. Why? There are changes. You know, this person's mask is falling off. It's dealing with a house situation that could be given to you. It's like a married couple. Okay, this child keep coming out. God, tell me about this child. What's going on with this child, ancestors? It's saying that what happened to a child? It's a lot of lies. You know, whatever lies are causing like a child to be like feeling imprisoned. Where there's choices to be made. It's a lot of lies going on about you, collective. With the Ace of Wands, it's dealing with a child where people gaining truth. There could be lies that are coming to an end. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so this is it's causing someone to break through a difficult situation that left them in the cold. So this could be a Queen of Pentacles. What's going on? And a water sign dealing with this. Ancestors, tell me about this child. It's a child that's stressing. Now, all they're thinking about is, you know, they're heartbroken because of this fire sign man. It's dealing with money. Someone who could be a part of a family but could be feeling unsupported. They're not feeling too good about. It's giving me someone's trying to use their status to make themselves look like they have it together, but they're not giving love. You know, they're not good, you know? I'm asking that God, oh God, please come down. Like, please, please, please help the collective. You know, so someone's trying to use their financial material. They're trying to use money to make themselves look like they're put in a better position when really they're not giving love to the child. They're not giving love. Clarify more about this, ancestors. So you're someone who's very nurturing, loving. It's just a very cold situation that could be happening, collective, in court, okay? So tell me more, ancestors. Spirit is telling you, like, you're gonna be working very hard to like make sure that what you're going through, it's someone gonna be heartbroken about a situation here. You're going to have to get through this because there are information that's coming to light and it's making a lot of people uncomfortable. You're going to win. It's a situation that you're going to get justice in where it's dealing with a child. I don't know what happened to a child, but whatever is going on, a child is feeling imprisoned. Clarify this child, ancestors. You know, it's a lot of conflict around a child. Clarify the Five of Wands. Yeah, a child is a lot of like unnecessary conflict from a someone who's tried to control a mother from the past, where they like want to connect with you. Ace of Wands. This person's trying to use control in order to connect with you, to get your way. They're trying to use the children or a child to connect with you by using control over the kids or over a child, okay? So anyway, that cycle is closing. I'm asking that the Most High bring fairness to this situation and justice. Yeah, anyway, what's the outcome, ancestors? Great fortune for you, collective, all right? So courtship, great fortune. You're going to be coming into a lot of money in the future. It's a gift that's being given to you from a main male. You're the privileged woman, and this is on this person's thoughts, where a house is giving me, because of your home being put into. Tell me more. Let me see what this means. So, there is a story of money, relationships, and hidden motives around a home, family, and situation. Great fortune and sudden wealth. Gifts show that there is a strong focus on. Oh, wait, I forgot to put something in reverse. Oh, okay. No, I didn't. So it says, focus on money, benefits, or something of value being gained or expected. So, courtship main male suggests a relationship or connection tied to specific man, possibly someone central to the situation. Family, room, house, child brings in. People are involved, watching, talking, or influencing the situation behind the scenes. So the more serious part comes with the privileged lady. No. Okay. So it's saying that so it's saying the main male points to a man central around relationship or alliances, possibly romantic or strategic. Family, room, and house. Reverse child shows that the home or domestic situation is unstable, disrupted, or not as secure as it appears, and children may be directly affected in the community. Thoughts indicates other people are watching, gossiping, and influencing opinions about the situation. In short, this is a scenario where money, gifts, or benefits intersect with family and domestic matters, but the instability or tension in the home and external opinions or pressure are influencing the dynamics. It's a warning to pay attention to the real estate of a household and relationships rather than appearances. So it's saying it represents a woman in a position of influence, status, or social advantage. She doesn't necessarily mean bad or good, just someone whose a social standing or authority matters in the situation. In your spread, she can show as a woman with influence over family or property matters, someone whose opinions, decisions, and actions affect outcomes. And the house usually means stability, real estate, domestic security, or the family home. Reversed, it signals instability at a home, and hidden problems or disruptions in property. Things not as secure or official as it seems. So when I said pay attention to the real estate, um so there could be issues in a house, legal, practical, relational, that could impact everyone involved. So this is saying a woman with influence or is involved in a home or a domestic situation is unstable or at risk. So the main male card usually represents a key person involved, the situation, someone with authority or influence or central role in the spread appears alongside. So it's saying that likely the one making decisions or whose actions directly affect the household and children. He may be a source of recipient of the wealth and gifts and opportunities, great fortune. He interacts with both influential women, external observers, privileged lady shows, women with influence, communities show, others watching or gossiping. So main male is navigated both families and outside pressures, connected to instability in the home. So it's saying that the child shows that whatever he's done, does, or fails to do impacts the domestic situation directly. So is the main person is essential. This main male is pivot this scenario. His decisions, actions, or even just presence affect the home, family, and the children, the resources and gifts, and how outside observers and influential women perceive or react to the situation. If there's instability in the home, stress, family dynamics, a potential dispute over wealth or opportunity, the main male is directly involved and possibly driving or caught in it. So clarify the main male and what is the outcome with him. Delays and setbacks. So we got the sun. This is someone who's trying not to worry. You know, this is someone who's like thinking that they have it all together. Tell me more, ancestors. So it's a cycle that's closing, where it's angry people involved in the Five of Pentacles feeling left out. Where, you know, you could be stepping into Abundance Collective and someone's trying to act as if they're okay. You got justice slowly approaching for you, and someone who wants to connect with you because of this, okay? Someone from your past. So there are things that are not going right for this person. They're trying to act like they got it together, but really they don't. And it's because they're blocked off from your energy and trying to be okay with that, but really they're not, okay? So even though someone's acting as if they're okay, they're good with it, they're not, okay? So, yeah, that's what I got, collective. I don't want to keep on with this. I'll come back later, maybe in the later in the evening, to do some more readings, because it's already lunchtime. So I'll come back possibly around 5 or 6, we'll see, and we'll talk more. But yeah, that's what I got, collective, and I'll read a Bible verse later today, later this evening. All right, so anyway, yeah, that's what I got. I'm talking about your grandson situation. It's not fair. It's my grandson. Yes, my grandson. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. You know what? Let me get a Bible verse. I'm going to just do it. See, the more you support the channel, your readings start to come into the messages When you support, when you genuinely support the channel, liking the channel, bringing love to the channel, sharing, commenting, you will see that your messages start to come through as well. So anyway, Most High God, please speak through what we're needing to know at this time. I'm asking that you give me messages from you, oh God, to know at this time. Okay. Okay. All right, so we got Timothy 6:13 and 2 and 14. Let me charge this phone. I'm gonna have to put it sideways. This is a message that the Most High God wants you to hear, child, because the music done went out. So let's see what this is talking about. I'm gonna keep the music off for a little bit just so we can focus on the message. I want to know what God is wanting to say to us. And look, we got this page is 1442, 144, period, baby. Okay, so you know that's a message. All right, so it says, I give thee charge in the sight of God, who quickeneth all things, and before Christ Jesus, who before Pontius Pilate witnessed a good confession, that thou keep his commandments without spot, unrebukable, until the appearing of the Lord Jesus Christ. So this is God saying, I want you to remain like purified as I work for you. Like, do not have no flaw when it comes to who you are and what you represent when you are connected to the divine. This is God saying, you follow my commandments and I see that you're squeaky clean, then trust me, if you don't have anything that needs to be rebuked about you, you're going to be good. So it says, thou keeps his commandments without spot, unrebukable, until the appearing of the Lord Jesus Christ, which in his time he shall shew who is the blessed and only potentate, the King of kings and the Lord of lords, who only hath immorality, dwelling in the light which no man can approach, unto whom no man hath seen, nor can see, to whom be honor and power everlasting. Amen. So this is God saying, I am the one and the only one. All right. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God, who giveth us richly all things to joy. That they do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate. So this is God saying that your riches do not your riches don't make you. It's more so your riches in the kingdom of God, you know, that comes from God. You have to know that if you are someone who's abundant, you should not be high-minded. You should not feel as if you're better than anybody, or feel too high-mighty for God. Like, some people think that they are God. They think that they can match up to God, and that's just not what it is. And sometimes some people be thinking that it's no God. So they think that they are in control of everything. But what it's saying is laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may lay hold on eternal life. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings, and opposition of science falsely so called, which some professing have erred concerning the faith. Grace be with thee. Amen. The second Paul, Apostle Timothy. So Paul, an apostle Jesus Christ, by the will of God, according to the promise of life, which is Christ Jesus, To Timothy, my dearly beloved son, grace, mercy, and peace from God, the Father of Jesus, our God. I thank God, whom I serve for forefathers with pure conscience, that without ceasing I have remembrance of thee in my prayers, night and day, greatly desiring to see thee, being mindful of the tears that I may be filled with joy. When I call to remembrance of the faint faith that is in thee, which dwell first in the grandmother Louise, is thy mother Eunice, and I am persuaded that in thee also. Wherefore I put thee in remembrance that thou stir up the gift for God, which is in thee by the putting of my hands. This is Timothy wanting to be so indulged and enticed by God that is nothing that can set this person apart or relationship apart from the Most High. This is God saying, I want you to be so committed to me that there is no one that can shake your belief system when it comes to God. For God have not given us the spirit of fear. So God is like, I don't want you to be in fear of nothing, but of power, of the love, and the sound mind. God is like, it's no need for you to be someone who's scared or in fear when it comes to your ops, people who want to put fear in you. Whatever they're doing, collective, it won't work. And it's because God is not giving you the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. This is God saying, you have a sound mind, collective. You worked on your mind, and God is giving you his grace, his mercy. You know, you're working on your mind to become your higher self, to become to be in your north node, collective. This is you rising up even when there could be fear-based tactics that could be happening to you. God is saying, do not forget about me. Draw yourself closer to me, even if there is fear. Never give up, collective. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of the Lord, nor of me, his prisoner, but be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of God. Listen here. God is wanting you, so when it's talking about prisoner, it's like you are like, so wait, be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of the Lord, of our Lord, nor of me, his prisoner. Let me look into that. I don't like how that sound. Any when I'm thinking about prisoner, I'm just thinking about someone being held captive. But if it's speaking of, because the Lord and the Most High are two different things. So when we speak of the Lord, we're talking about people who are controlling, people who are lording the land, or just trying to control certain systems. But when it says, nor of me his prisoner, but be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel. So this is the gospel of God, the truth. But is the gossip truth? Let's see. Because gospel can be gossip. So let's look into the what this means by prisoner. So it says, but be thou partaker. No. It says, Lord, nor me his prisoner. So Paul often writes from prison, and when he talks about being prisoner, it carries about it carries both literal and symbolic meaning. So Paul was literally confined for preaching the gospel, often under Roman authority. His letters encourages faithfulness and endurance even while physically restricted. Spiritually or symbolically meaning, being a prisoner also represents being committed or bound to Christ's work. It can symbolize suffering for the gospel, enduring trials, or being constrained by circumstances, but still faithful. When Paul mentions his imprisonment, it is often to model perseverance, courage, and reliance on God. Timothy is urged to remain steadfast in faith even when facing opposition. Being a prisoner is not shameful, it is a test of faith and dedication. So the verse highlights the circumstances, even imprisonment don't prevent you from doing God's work. It's a reminder to stay faithful under the constraint and pressure. So you could be going through a lot. Maybe you could be feeling stuck right now, collective. God is saying, no matter where you are, I want you to continue to remain faithful and remain faithful. Okay, so the original Greek word for gospel is evangelion, which is good news, and the meaning is the good news about Jesus Christ, salvation, God's message, and humanity. So preach so the origin, Old English, Godsib, God's parent, then companion, later someone who talks about others, meaning talking about others, people's private matters, often spreading rumors or judgment. Example, she's caught in gossip and work. So, I mean, I guess these are two different meanings, but you know, when we're speaking about God, we're definitely speaking about the gospel of God, the good news about God. So this is saying, be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of God, nor me a prisoner, but be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to power of God, who hath saved us and called us with the holy calling, not according to the works, but according to his word, purpose and grace which was given us in Christ Jesus before the world began, but is now made manifest by appearing of the Savior Jesus Christ, who hath abolished death and hath brought life and immorality to light through the gospel, whereunto I am appointed a preacher and an apostle and teacher of Gentiles, for the which cause I also suffer these things. Nevertheless, I am not ashamed, for I know who I have believed and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I have committed unto him against the day. Hold fast the form of sound words which thou hast heard of me, in faith and love which in the Christ, that good things which was committed into thee keep by the Holy Ghost which dwelleth in us. This thou knowest, that all they which are Ashia be turned away from me, of who are Philogellus and Hermogenes. The Lord give mercy unto the house of Onesiphorus, for he oft refreshed me and was not ashamed of my chain. But when he was in Rome, he sought me out very diligently and found me. The Lord grant unto him that he may find mercy of the Lord in the day, and how many things he ministered unto the Ephesus. You know, this chapter, I'm not feeling comfortable with it. I don't know, like something about this chapter, it first off, it's crazy how this chapter is saying that it's 144. So this definitely is for the chosen. what I feel, I feel like a lot of us could be feeling as if we are in prison because of who we are, because of our light. But this is God telling you to never give up on yourself and always remain clean when it comes to being connected to the divine, because you just never know what will work out for you, collective. Stay faithful. So basically, Paul talks about faithfulness, endurance, and God's ultimate judgment. He frequently reminds Timothy that opposition, false teachings, and those who do wrong will face accountability. Even though Paul himself is imprisoned, the letters emphasize that justice is in God's hands, not always immediate in human courts. God sees all actions. Those who deceive, manipulate, or act unjustly eventually face consequences. Paul's imprisonment shows that unjust circumstances may persist, but divine justice is sure and final. The focus is on remaining faithful rather than controlling outcomes. Do the work of the evangelist, fulfill your ministry. Yes, justice will come, collective, but it may not look immediate or humanly covenant or convenient. Those who act wrongly, harm others, or manipulate, like in gossip, deceit, or control situations, will ultimately be held accountable. According to Paul's teaching, the emphasis is on staying righteous and faithful. So Paul repeatedly emphasizes that enduring trials, staying faithful leads to internal reward and vindication. So it says, example of Timothy, henceforth there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord will give to all who love his appearing. Moral and spiritually legacy. So even imprisoned and persecuted, Paul steadfast inspired Timothy and countless others. His letters preserve the teachings of Christ and the gospel, showing that faithfulness outlives temporary hardship. So justice was delayed or absent. Paul believed that God's judgment would hold wrongdoers accountable while he himself remained righteous. His imprisonment didn't negate his mission. It confirmed his obedience and endurance under the pressure. So faithfulness brought eternal reward, spiritual honor, and lasting influence. Earthly sufferings or injustice didn't diminish the outcome. Paul's commitment ensured he was spiritually victorious, even worldly circumstances were harsh. Even if worldly circumstances were harsh. So Paul was arrested multiple times, ultimately ending up in Rome imprisonment, likely in Rome before his death. He faced physical hardship, social opposition, threats from authorities, and false teachings. In the literal worldly sense, Paul did not escape suffering or opposition. He did not gain wealth, comfort, or political power from the faithfulness he suffered for preaching truth, often appearing losing in worldly terms. Legacy influence. So, despite harsh earthly outcomes, Paul achieved incredible influence. His letters became foundational for Christianity, and his teachings shaped generational perseverance and gospel. So, collective, let's talk about this real quick because I don't appreciate this one. Spirit, tell me about this energy here. So, my thing is when it comes to Paul and what he was involved in, you know, I'm seeing here that there could be there is success for you, collective. There is opportunity here for you to get out of this rut. Definitely, because I don't want to leave you in a space where, you feel like your efforts are for nothing. Because again, we're not doing this for um we're not doing this for tangible matters. We're doing this because, first off, this is how you want to live. You want to be spiritually and mentally free from people who continue to F with you for no reason, for you becoming your best self. So with that said, I want to know, like, God, what is the outcome of all of this? So we got the judgment. We got judgment. We got you being evolved spiritually, you seeking truth, and abundance happening where, the lovers, there is fulfillment. But with this devil energy is someone from your past is trying to fight very hard to get to you. So maybe this, what I'm getting here, I'm sorry, guys. I just need to know, like, why is this so important? So this is someone who's feeling left out. Like, collective, the issue is because you're rising, because you're becoming your best self, it's causing others to feel emotionally empty. It's causing others to feel financially ruined, And so you leveling up spiritually is giving people a run for their money. It's heartbreaking to others. So what's the outcome? We got the moon card here. The devil. It's exposure that could be happening amongst people, collective, who are very manipulative, okay? So I don't want to leave you in that energy where if you do right by God, like, you should be doing right anyway, regardless of, if, let's just say you should be a righteous being regardless of if that should just be the nature of the situation. It should not be an issue which you happen to be imprisoned by being your authentic self and you doing being righteous. This is why I don't agree with certain things in the Bible. Like, some things I like, but some things I don't. So when it comes to Timothy, when it comes to Paul and how things ended for Paul, that will not be your outcome, okay? You will experience your legacy. You will get opportunities in your life. Good things will happen to you, collective, because you are faithful and because you've broken certain generational curses. So with that said, don't give up on yourself and never go back to the past, because what's happening is someone wants you to feel as if you come back to me, you'll get what you need, okay? But again, these are people who need you. You don't need them. You breaking these generational cycles are causing disruptions in other people's lives, because without you, these people will never be able to be successful. These people will never be able to use you. They are in the Five of Pentacles. It's because you're coming up financially, collective. All right? So these are people who are uncomfortable with where you're headed. A lot of positivity and success. People heartbreaking over your new beginning. And baneful magic being sent back to the rightful owners. People who send out negativity will be getting that, okay? So we got the Nine of Pentacles is people uncomfortable with you stepping into your independence. So yeah, I don't want to leave you with that chapter. I feel like that chapter It's more so to tell you to continue to be faithful to God no matter what. Continue to spread the good news, because the issue is there are people who are out of alignment and want to connect with you because they feel like they can be in your energy to gain. And that's just not what it is. You will be getting what you deserve, collective. Continue to stay truthful and faithful to yourself. And know that there are people who are really heartbroken because they will not be able to be connected to you when all this happens. So you will level up. All the lies and sneaky behavior that's happening, it would not be like this. If that's the case, then you speaking your truth and you being your authentic self and you speaking the truth and gospel of God, if you weren't going to gain anything, then why are people so mad? Why are people so mad that you are releasing yourself? If it had nothing to do with you stepping into abundance, why are people so mad? No one's going to be mad at you for being your authentic self if it had nothing to do with money. That don't make sense. So if it's that bad for you, collective, where things have been stripped from you because you're not doing what people want, it's because your people are not able to gain from you when you have your own mind. They definitely need to work for themselves. And with that said, with the Fool card, is someone mad because you're releasing yourself, you're freeing yourself, and you're stepping into alignment, collective. Don't believe the hype. People, some parts in the Bible I'm like okay with, but then some other parts I'm like, So I feel like I was guided to that chapter to just let you know that you may feel like there are certain cycles that could be closing, and it's because you have risen above and beyond your calling. So there is promise for you, collective, because of where you're headed. And this brings changes for those who lean on you for abundance, okay? So I want you to stay focused on your goal, because there are people who are very angry with what you know. There are people who are very angry with what you're stepping into and what will be given to you, causing issues with just people who cause confusion because they can't get what they want from you. Anything else, collective? Anything else, Most High? Yeah, so Spirit is like, be selfish with your energy. There's this Queen of Wands. She's jealous. She's a liar, gossiping to this king, this air sign man, and a bunch of people running their damn mouth. But bitch, you the same person that was sickly. So while you sitting here talking badly about people, or you could be someone who's going through a lot of difficulty. You're speaking negatively about somebody, but you're going through a lot, and you still want to be in the collective life, running your mouth. I would suggest that you be quiet. And that's the truth. Stop running your mouth. Stop gossiping on people. Stop telling lies, because everything that you're going through, you're going to be getting. Everything that you're speaking on somebody else is what you will be going through, because your shadiness. All right? You lying on someone, you being shady, talking a bunch of shit. You're not happy where you are. So why would you talk about somebody when you're unhappy? That don't make sense. All right? Yeah, people know who you are, collective. People know where you're stepping. You're leveling up, and it's causing for you to be able to close out cycles successfully. All right? So these are people who have to give to you and will be left in the cold, because they have to give you what rightfully is yours, which causes judgment and justice. Judgment for your opposers and justice for you. So yeah, I didn't want to leave you with that message with Timothy like that, because no one's a prisoner. First off, we're not going to claim us being prisoners. We're going to claim being vindicated, because we know what we know. We are free because of what we know. And you not being easily manipulated, and you being able to step calmly and truthfully in your truth, is you being free. So that speaks the total opposite of what God says. The gospel is that you're free. You are in your north node, and you've broken generational curses because you found out what really was going on behind the scene. This is about your legacy. This is about you breaking karmic cycles and no longer going back to what caused you to go through the difficulties that you went through. Never let no one trick you out of your destiny, collective. Continue going on your journey, because that message is just kind of like, okay, dang, well, if I'm not going to get nothing, it's, you should always be righteous. But you're telling me that Paul was in prison for being a righteous being, that he had to go through a bunch of BS. Like, baby, I'm not about to be dealing with that shit. Like, so you telling me I gotta be, because I found out who I am, I don't get no, where would my opportunities be on the earthly realm? Because you're living right now. Who wants to be going through all this difficulty and then pass away and get it in heaven? Like, yeah, you want it in heaven and you want it on earth. Who wants to go through this all their life? Nobody. Okay, so hell no. This is why you can't deal with these people, because they're in misery, they're in prison, and they're stressing over money. They're sad because they're not going to be connected to you. They're losing access to you, which causes them to be heartbroken because they can't have their way with you. And it's because you're choosing yourself, collective, and whatever they put out to you is going back to them. And that's just what it is. So no one's about to sit here and believe that because Paul was a righteous being, his earthly he didn't get earthly possessions because because he only was able to get that on the other side of life. No, you deserve that right now and also on the other side of life. It shouldn't just be on the other side. The devil is a lie, and I know God is not going to let that happen. So some of these Bible parts, I just So yeah, I feel like God, let's find out why God gave me that chapter. God, what was the significance of that chapter? Let me see. What was the significance of that chapter? It's God saying, let me see. It's the significance is you evolving in your strength, you dying down the old person to become new. It's you healing and gaining freedom. Like you're gaining freedom and peace, collective. You're moving forward. Greatness, new opportunities, where someone is feeling left out because they're not going to be able to connect with you the way they want. Okay? So this is a person who wants to tie themselves to you, and that's just not happening. Okay? So with that said, yeah, that's the significance. The significance is for someone to make you believe that you have no other opportunities, and that the only way to be able to gain is to deal with someone from your past. And that's just not what it is. All right. So God is letting you know that you're not stuck. You're not stuck, collective, and you're not going back to what hurt you. So don't believe the hype. Anyway, with that said, that's all I have for you. I hope this message has helped you, and I'll come back later. But yeah, you're not stuck, and you will gain your inheritance on earth and in the spiritual realm. You're good on both sides because you're naturally righteous, collective. This is not a job that you have to do. This is how you live. This is a lifestyle, and it's always going to be a lifestyle. No matter what comes towards your way, collective, your lifestyle is being your authentic self. Whether that is to cuss someone out today or tomorrow, or to be, to always live in your truth, that's who you are. And people, they find it difficult because when you're in this type of energy, it's difficult to control how you think. That's not what someone is used to. Someone's used to controlling how you think and trying to imprison you to make you think that all you have, all the only option you have is them. And that is just never going to be the case. So yeah, that's what I have. I hope this message has helped you. Have a wonderful day. Peace and love. Thank you for the gifts, guys.